Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Total Impact Racing Division 2, Round 22, Season 5, the Australian Grand Prix for Division 2. Last week's race was a little bit of a mixture for everyone because we had a surprise for everyone. We had a first-time winner for the season of, let me bring his name up before I lose it on my thingy again, of the current championship leader's teammate of Mr. Flappy, taking his first win of the season in what was quite a controversial end. Tonight your streamer is Sutto861, and joining me in the co-coms next to me on trackside, it's the man from the fishmonger himself. He's put his fish fingers so far into my sandwiches I can only taste him. It's ETE Codzilla.
Good evening, Sutto. Good evening, viewers.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Right, we have got a Red Bull of Matthew 7034 coming out on track nice and early. Albert Park this week, guys, so it looks like to be a nice dry track out there at the moment. I don't know what the weather conditions are for the race, but at the moment we are in for a nice dry session. So this week, as I said, we are at Albert Park. That is in Melbourne, Australia. The track consists of 16 turns and first raced here in 1996. Current lap record, and this is all real life lap records, is held by the man himself, Michael Schumacher. This was set in 2004 of a 1:24.125. Remember, this is the race record, not the overall qualifying lap record, because we will see people going a lot faster today than 1:24.5. I mean, I could do a 21.1 for example, a 21 something I think off the top of my head in time trials and stuff, so I should hope to see a lot faster times from Division 2. The track was built in 1993 and the decision was made to start racing Formula 1 here in 1996. So the last Adelaide Grand Prix was held in 1995, and then they joined for the first race of 1996 season with the Melbourne Grand Prix, Albert Park, with Damon Hill the winner. And if you remember, anyone who's old enough to remember this one as well, in 1996, the first race, it was the famous gold top Benson and Hedges Jordan Peugeot of Martin Brundle that flipped upside down at turn 4. Causing,
I do remember that.
And causing...
God, I can't even remember that. I can't even believe I've actually said that, really. But I actually remember that. I do remember that.
Yep, so it's a comprised of mixed street circuit. It's quite fast, and remember guys, in real life this track has some alterations to it as well. Codemasters haven't been quite fast enough yet to update us with us, but hey ho, it is what it is. Okay, so as I said, race distance of today, we're doing 29 laps, so that's going to be 153.5 kilometers for lap race, and a lap length of 5.303 kilometers. There are 3 DRS zones on this track. We've got the start finish straight, you've got the DRS zone after the first chicane, and here comes Red Bull now through Mr. Whippy corner as a caller, and he looks like very, very close there to losing it. And then obviously you've got the DRS zone after turn 12. So lots of overtaking opportunities.
A lot of cars are validated. You've got Danny, who's just started a lap. Danny 91. Seeing if there's anyone a bit further up. Well, Badders is a bit further up. He's coming through sector 3 now. Okay,
right you are. So we're going to go with the fastest.
Oh no, he's backed off, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so Matthew there sits a 1:24.9, so not too far off the overall race record, but I think he lost a lot of time over at turns 11 and 12. I call it the Mr. Whippy corner because...
Well, we in TIR used to call it the flip-flop.
Okay, and there we go, fastest lap so far, ETE Moda, with a 1:23.031. On medium tyres as well, so he's gone faster than the overall race lap record on medium tyres. So that will be an interesting watch to see what the McLaren could do. Right, okay, and then Danny, his teammate, goes even faster on softer tyres with 1:21.9. Told you we'd see faster times, guys. Right, okay, can this week Sinful Chris finally nail it? Can he seal the championship, or will it go on for another week because his teammate there, of Mr. Flappy, absolutely achieved by his win last week, was over the moon with it and everything and kept the championship live. Although he does say he is a team player, and he says it's sinful Chris's to lose and he's not going to get in the way. But Mr. Flappy, if I pay you 20 quid, will you?
Oh, Quidlecky's had a spin.
Sinful Chris now come across the line on a flying lap. He goes fastest with a 1:21.5. So good lap there from Sinful Chris.
Yeah, I reckon that's a banker lap from Sinful. I reckon he can go at least another 2 or 3 tenths quicker.
So actually, look at this one as well. The Alpines have now gone 1-2. It was only the McLarens. ETE Oakley's got in between the McLarens. That's the most funniest looking Aston Martin I've ever seen. It stayed on the McLaren. Brilliant. And then we've got ETE Mud in 5th at the moment. Matthew 7034. He's currently sitting in. Oh, we've got a retirement.
Oh, that's Ant. Ant's gone.
At turn 12.
Oh, what's gone on there? Jason's just got a grid penalty for collision with Ant. Oh dear.
You're a very naughty boy. So that'd be Jason there doing. Well, I don't know if he's going to bother finishing off qualifying, or if he's going to try and make up dividends and try and keep that position, try and keep up there. Only 15 drivers out on the track today as well, Cod.
Yes, yeah, pretty disappointing turnout really, but we roll with it. It should be still an exciting race. A potential champion on our hands tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's hope the guys give us a good show with clean racing, and hopefully maybe we might be crowning the champion tonight. Oh, Jason's had a spin.
Yeah.
Went off at the same place as Quebec.
So they are not having fun around this track today. It's catching out a lot of drivers each year. And he's disqualified from the session for turning his car around. It's
just Codemasters in itself. Jason's getting out of the way. A car's coming around, and he couldn't do much. He couldn't exactly spin the car around, otherwise he's going into the path of 2 cars. So he's kept the car rolling, but with Codemasters, they just don't know how to code an official apparent F1 game.
Well, hopefully next game it won't be tarnished by the useless incompetence of Codemasters, and well, I am kind of hoping that EA do sort this out.
I'm really hoping so. I mean, surely we'll have at least a far better game.
I'd like to hope
than what
so.
Codemasters have done for the past, God knows how many years.
I don't know how long Codemasters have had this game for, but yeah, like you say, they've held it for a long time, and it is just ridiculous. Okay, so Mr. Flappy there. So both of the Alpines now go back 1-2. ER and Minaj, who raced yesterday and had a cracking win yesterday in Div 3. He's trialling out a little bit ago in Div 2 tonight. He's in the Alpha Tauri.
Just to pull you up on that, it was Hayes who won the race last night.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, on penalty countback.
Oh, on penalty countback. Fair enough. Yeah. Track limits obviously do tinge people.
Quebec is on the coming round there now, 3.
Hey?
Quebec.
Oh,
no, it's coming to the pits.
In the Ferrari.
Santander is invalidated again. That's the second time he's invalidated his hot lap.
Yeah. Not having much luck around this track, are they? For them guys. And we've got the Aston Martin of A. Waddington at the moment now on a flying lap. Sits in P13, not set a lap yet. Coming round now, the long turn 10 and into turn 11 and 12. That's the attitude, Jason.
P3.
That's the attitude, Jason. Good call, good through for 11 and 12 there through the Aston Martin driver. Now coming through turn 13, which is Ascari. Now Stewart, turn 14. And then we're coming up to turn 15, which is the Prost corner. Hold the speed through turn 16. Don't apply it too early because you will go wide on the entry and invalidate at the last minute. Opens up the DRS, comes down the start-finish straight. It's going to be a 122.2. Nice lap there from the Aston Martin driver. Tidy?
Very tidy. Tidy.
I can see a McLaren of... Is that Danny?
I think that was Murder, actually.
Danny is spun round at Clark. Sorry, at Brabham. Jones, sorry. Mudda. He's on low fuel, so I imagine this is going to be his in-lap. Also, guys and girls, let your friends know that the race is on and get them to join. Get the numbers up and let's get people talking because it'd be...
Sometimes they just went for a cut.
Wow. From all them invalidations earlier and he slaps out a lap like that. Get gone. Yeah, so... Not much action happening at the moment on the track that I can see. I've got Danny out on a in-lap. You've got the other McLaren on in-lap, I think. There's Waddington coming in. E.T. Oakley now. He's on an out-lap. You've got Badders on out-lap now in the Mercedes. About to start a flying lap. Looking very twitchy there on the soft tyres. Right, let's ride on board now with the McLaren. As he comes, not the McLaren, the Mercedes. As he comes down the start finish straight, coming down, heading towards Brabham Corner now, which is turn 1 into the chicane. Turn 2 now into Jones Corner. Open up the DRS now and fly down towards turns 3 and 4. Carry as much speed as you can through this section because this is where the time is lost. Turn 3, now turn 4, then turn 5, which is Whiteford. Very nicely done from the Mercedes driver. And then into turn 6 and turn 7. Cut the corner as much as you dare. Ride the apex on the exit and around the long turn 8 and into turn 9, which will be Clark now coming up. And turn 10. Hard on the power now as you head towards that wonderful flippy flop Mr. Whippy corner. Coming down now. Front line speed! And he invalidates.
Quidek is on a lap on the medium tyre.
Quick. Time to get a refreshing beverage from my new fridge in my office so I don't have to go too far. Just the way we like it. Convenient and easy. Looks very quick-headed. Quick-head. Coming across the line, it's a 123.0 on the medium tyres. I don't think if he wants to get any high, he's going to have to change his tyres. Badders there goes to 127.5 so far on his tyres. But he is trying another run at the moment as we speak in the Mercedes. But he hasn't validated, so he won't be doing anything actually. You got... Sam Tabner on an outlap. You've got E.T. Oakley by the looks of it. He's on a flying lap at present. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Slightly down on his sector 1 time by 0.096. And then you've got the next set of corners, which is now up to turns 9 and 10, which will be Clark. Right, can he keep it valid through Mr. Flip-Flop or Mr. Turn 11 and 12 or Mr. Whippy? He goes purple sector, he's invalidated. Cod, I think we're going to see a lot of penalties tonight.
I believe so. I mean, I did well last night to keep. I only had one warning last night. Which, you know, obviously after that late safety car last night, managed to snatch P3.
Oh, you're welcome. It was me that caused the late safety car.
Was that you, was it?
Yeah.
And me and you was going to be set up for quite a battle, mate. Me and you were.
Yeah, I was flying around because, like, obviously the safety car before that, I timed it bang on. Literally bang on. So whilst you lot were still warming your tyres up, I caught up with the back of the grid, and when the safety car was coming in, my tyres were all nice and sticky and hot. So I was cutting through the field, and until someone decided to brake check me at turn 11 and 12.
Oh dear.
And gave me wing damage. So that sent me out of the pace again. So I saw red mist, overdrove the car a little bit, and kind of spun it and put it into a wall.
Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Alright, let's get some advertisements going here because we not. Oh, someone has done it. Stream.
Let's have a look, quick up.
Again, goes quicker for 121.2. Danny there, very close there with a 121.4 as well. So we are in for a treat, maybe.
Oh, Matthew's 4 tenths up.
Matthew.
Yeah. He's looking at pole here, provisional pole.
Let's see what he's going to do.
This is looking quick. This is looking mighty quick. He gets it, but the first guy into the 20s.
Yeah.
Oh. He's invalidated. Oh, simple goes quicker. I knew it.
128.0 to 128.8 there.
Fluffy's slightly up on his time at the minute. Over a tenth up. Not too bad of a. Too bad there. Could be. It's looking potentially at probably P3 at the minute.
Who's this from?
Mr. Flappy.
Mr. Flappy, his teammate, unless he finds an awesome amount of time through this sector now. Qualifying is officially
He's got a really
over.
good exit though. It's gonna be close.
Oh, it's a 21-1. Just doing some personal advertisement.
I believe that is qualifying done. So simple Chris on pole, where he needs to be. The potential champion of Division 2. He's done half the job so far. I do believe though he needs. I think I've seen. I think he needs like a 12-point gap tonight to confirm he'll be the Division 2
Yeah,
champion.
I think he's just got to finish ahead of his teammate, basically, hasn't he?
Yeah. So what does Flappy's in 2 months? Is he'd like try and just like consolidate a podium, to take it to at least another race.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're not bickering. What are you on about?
Who's bickering?
Apparently, he says, "Will you two stop bickering?"
Who's bickering? Who says that?
Oakley in the Twitch chat.
Don't listen to him. He's Scottish.
Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your grid lineup for this evening. We've got Sinful Chris and Paul, Matthew in second, Mr. Flappy in third, E.T. Mudde in fourth. Fifth goes to San Tabner, sixth Danny, E.T. Liam in seventh, Minaj in eighth, ninth A Waddington, 10th Zirconium, E.T. Oakley in 11th, Quick Dead in 12th, ETSR Butters in 13th, TIR Ant in 14th, and disqualified from the session, starting on the back of the grid, is ETE Jason, who says that he's going to do a comeback drive. Be interesting to see.
I guarantee it, Jason will start on the hards. Guarantee it.
So we now wait for the 5-minute interval session between a race, between qualifying and race. Predictions, ladies and gentlemen, out there. Give us your thoughts and feelings of it all. It'd be interesting to see what you want to hear. But whilst you are waiting for the intervention, I am just going to play a little bit of music for a change, because my voice today isn't the greatest. I've got a little bit of a back end of a cold, and yeah, I've been working since 5 o'clock this morning. So I'm saving my energy for the real part, for the good part. It's called the race. Okay, so let's find out soon or enough who is going to be the race winner of this evening, and if we do get a championship decider. We're just now waiting for the drivers to have their refreshments, get ready for 29 laps of the Melbourne circuit in Australia. Stay tuned, guys.
Yep. Oakley's going to tell him to ready up. What's not meant to happen? Oh, I'll go and grab him. Oh, there he is. He's just joined.
Okay. It is that time. The countdown has begun. And that means one thing and one thing only. It is time for my famous formation lap. And this time, I've got a little bit longer time to do it. And Beer and Kebab has decided to raid the party with a good, helpful hand of viewers there as well. So as we get underway for the formation lap. So are you ready, guys? Let's get this show on the road. Starting at the back of the grid in P15, he's going to be doing the comeback drive. It's ETE Jason. And in P14, it's TIR and 91 in the Ferrari. And in P13, it's ETSR Butters in the Mercedes. Quick Dead is starting P12 in the Ferrari. And then in P11 is ETE Oakley. And your top 10. In P10, in the Haas, it's Zuclonium. In P9, it's A. Waddington in the Aston Martin. In P8, it's ERN Menage, starting in the Honda Power Alpha Tauri. And then in P7, it's ETE Liam, starting in the other Alpha Tauri. In P6 is Danny 91 in the McLaren. And in P5 is Sam Tabner 11 in the Alfa Romeo. In P4 is ETE Mudda in the McLaren. And in P3 it's Mr. Flappy in the Alpine, so he'll be whistling along his whistle line speed. In P2, it's Matthew 7034, and in pole position, it's the championship leader himself. It's Sinful Chris with that awesome lap of the 20.8. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. There is your race lineup for today. So as the drivers now get ready to come on to the grid, it looks like the front two runners are nice and ahead, so their tyres are going to be cooling down, which they don't want to be doing, because now ET Jason is now coming up to line up to the back of the grid now. As we wait for the start light sequence once they all lined up. as we'll wait for Michael Massey to get the race procedure underway. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights! No! And Simple Chris gets a cracking start, but Matthew actually gets wibbly wobbly on the start there, and then Mr. Flappy having to P2, and it looks like that everyone's going to come through the first few corners very cleanly there. But no, we've got a bit of side-by-side action there between Matthews going backwards because he's now side-by-side with A. Waddington. E.T.E. Oakley there as well, trying to get in the midst of things. And there doesn't look like, there's a bit of contact, but luckily there's a driver ghosting at the moment. So it doesn't look like he's causing any situations there. Is he actually reconnected to his car yet, or is he just waiting for the first few corners?
No, he's just left the session. I've got to get him back in.
Okay then, so Simple Chris takes the lead. There has been not much change at the start of the lineup. Let's just have a quick look at position change. So Simple Chris holds his line. Mr. Flappy up 1 position. E.T. Mudder up 1 position. Danny up 2 positions. Sam Tabner holds station. E.T. Liam's up 1. Badders, though, has gained 6 positions at the start as he's got an AlphaTauri right behind him as they come through Mr. Whippy corner. Turns 11 and turns 10 and 11. Looks like everyone's got through without incident there as well. Matthew there, the biggest loser at the start. Can the AlphaTauri get past? He's going to have a look on the inside of turn 12. No, it doesn't get through. Matthew has now rejoined the session. It looks like the Mercedes is holding station at the moment. So E.T. Mada as well is on the back of the Alpine and Mr. Flappy. So Mr. Flappy right now is definitely playing the Rubens Barrichello situation of the Ferrari lineup. So obviously Simple Chris being the number 1 driver, being the Michael Schumacher, Mr. Flappy, all he's got to do is keep E.T. Mudder behind him and let his teammate get a gap on so he can run away with the race victory. And if he can run away with it, that's the championship over and done with. But remember, we're only on lap 2 out of 29. We've got a yellow flag in sectors 1 and 3 at the moment, so there has been an incident.
Oh, Badders is DNF. Badders is gone.
I think he's lost it at the last corner, and Mudder's lost it. Mudder's lost it.
Oh.
Safety car, virtual safety car. This is going to be a full safety car, surely. It's got to upgrade to a full safety car. Yes, it has. Full safety car, ladies and gentlemen. Already on lap 2. It is safety car time. So that was a nice quick start there from a few of the drivers there, and back.
Yeah.
So, I doubt that anyone will be coming into the pits unless they've got damage. It will be... the softs will stay out and the mediums will definitely stay out. Without a shadow of a doubt, surely.
Yeah, they'll all stay out.
Oh, there is a Red Bull and Matthew coming in. There's and this is where you need the governor himself with his little thing. Well, actually, no. The reason why he's not here today is because he's actually driving that safety car. He's actually doing that. He is being the Burt Mylander today, so he's out there on track, holding everyone up in the pretty Aston Martin. Okay, so safety car. I'll imagine it should be in at the end of this lap. Fingers crossed. We might have another lap behind it though.
Possibly.
It all does depend now. And E.T. Oakley there with Free's 5-second penalty there. Yeah, with a 5-second penalty there for a collision under the safety car, so they will have to serve that one under the pits. It does look like we are going to be behind the safety car again, but no, it can call in this late. No, we have got a full lap. And Jason there with a 5-second penalty. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Excuse me. So another full lap behind the safety car. I'm sure the drivers will not be happy about this, because I'm not, because safety cars are boring at times. Apart from the restarts. That's when it gets fun.
Yep.
Just moving. Okay, so safety car. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the viewers there, who you got your bets on this week as well? Do you think that Simple Chris can run away with the title this week? Can he seal the deal? Will TIR have another champion crown? Because I do believe out there tonight, or later earlier on today, we did have another champion crowned. Was that Division 1's champion, COD?
That was last week. Yes, it was. Yeah.
Yep. So what titles are left open for grabs then?
It's just, yeah, just this one, just Division 2.
Division 3's been claimed, has that as well?
Division 3 been claimed? Oh no, sorry, I do apologise. No, it's not. So it's this one and Division 3.
Okay. But with the way things are at the moment, it does look like if things stay as they are, and it does mean that probably tonight it will be the Division 2 signed, sealed and delivered to Simple Chris. So that would just be the one remaining championship left alive throughout the league, which quite early deciders, to be fair. But maybe Tier 3 can string it out to the last round and keep everyone on their seats. Right, now I should start seeing the message for the safety car to come in this lap, surely? No! Ugh. Lap 4, behind the safety car. And lap 5,
Still
behind the safety car. Yeah, I think the Ferrari had an incident there or something and went to the back of the grid for some reason, don't know. So behind safety car. You can see their drivers are warming up. They trying to keep their tyres warm. So ECE Jason is now on the hard tyres. Hoping for no more further incidences, I reckon. Get things re-underway, and he'll be going to the end of the race on those tyres.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, we have got the call. Safety car in on this lap, guys. So it's now down to Simple Chris to set the pace. Him and his teammate can work together to control this one. Okay, let's get this show rolling then. When is Chris gonna go? And he's gone, he's bolted, he's trying to catch them all off guard, and has he? Yes, he has. He's caught his teammate there, napping big time as he's pulled a 1 second lead over him already. As Danny now on the back of the Alpine there from P2 and then to P3. You've got Sam Tabner in P4 as well on the back of this McLaren as well. And then into turn, in 5th is ERN Menage. 6th is Synchronium. So he's going to be giving some pressure to the AlphaTauri as well there. As you've got now, it'll be interesting to see how ETE Jason now fares off to these tyres on softer, to these drivers on softer tyres, because now obviously the hards do take a while to switch on. Hopefully, and there's ETE Liam there with 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. So obviously the 2 drivers have got their drive-through, but have got their 5 second penalties earlier in the race. They have decided to serve them, get it over and done with, and stick with the race, hoping that there's going to be no further issues. And well. And so I know who will not be hoping for further issues, and which will be ET Jason. Otherwise, it will ruin his talent. But here we go, guys. We've got Sam Tabner on the side-by-side there with the McLaren as they come up now to Clark Corner. Sorry, not Clark Corner. Ascari, and he takes the position of him. He's made the move on the inside there. Brilliant overtake there from the Alfa Romeo. But now, when the McLaren comes snapping back at him, who'll get the better drive out of the last corner, out of the Prost section of the circuit? As now the McLaren tries to break the slipstream out of there. Mr. Flappy goes the fastest man around the track at the moment as he's pulled over in half a second over his teammate. Sam Tabner, obviously there with the baton. We've got Quick Dead and ETE Oakley exchanging positions there, though, at turn 1 there. Brilliant move there from the Ferrari. Sorry, guys, we just absolutely missed that one, but my apologies to that one. And then we've got anyone else? So, anyone going to make a late lunge into turn 3? No, looks like we're all good at the moment there. So, it's status quo for the moment. So, Mr. Flappy is following his teammate by half a second. Then Sam Tabner is now starting to close in the Alpine, so he's now within DRS zone. But obviously, Sam Tabner has got to be very, very careful of Danny, who's right behind him, still in DRS zone. So, we are going to have, if the time is stay as they are, we're going to have a 8, 9 or 8 car DRS train. So this could be very, very interesting. And then obviously got TIR there, a bit of space between them, and then you got another train forming there between ET Oakley, Liam and Waddington there for P10, the last of the point the last of the real life point scoring positions, but I know it's not the case for TIR. Obviously the higher they finish, the higher points they get. So there is... Now we're going to have DRS activated after this lap. As this battle still unfolds there, Quick Dead is, Quick Dead sets the fastest lap. And around goes the McLaren. Somehow he saves it. He has lost the position though to ERN Menage. But Jesus, I bet he was absolutely... Well, I bet he pooed himself then. What?
I've got to get off Danny. I've got to get off Danny because every time I'm on Danny, I jinx him.
Oh, and there's the Quick Dead and Matthew there touching wheels there, and goes to send the Ferrari a little bit sideways, but doesn't make too much damage out of it. But Matthew does take the position back in the Red Bull. So his next target now is Zucronium, as his tyres now be having the better end of life to what then Zucronium's in. About 10 laps on the soft tyres around Albert Park. As the mediums probably do about 15, 16. As the Red Bull there closes in on the Haas, you've got ETE, Liam, and I think, oh, they're all okay at the back there as well. So we've got Sam Tabner right on the jacksie of the Alpine of Mr. Flappy. Now he's using his battery, he's using his DRS to come in within, to keep in range with him. Now he's going to squirt the ERS surely to try and get past the Alpine. Or is he just going to hold him in the DRS train? He's coming, he's gaining. But also, you've got Danny come and try to get back on ERN Menage after his mistake on the previous lap there, but can't quite get it done this lap though as well. But then you've also got Quick Dead. Oh, and the Ferrari's gone round! The Ferrari's have made contact with each other and killed each other! There's a reset to track there on the grid there as well.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So we've got Sinful Chris there, still holding off Mr. Flappy, who's still going to have to hold off Mr.
Oh, we've got Wado and Liam going at it.
Yep, I've got them two going at it. Also, we're going to see Sam going to try and... Well, not Sam, sorry. Danny try making a move. He's in the DRS now. He's pulling in on the AlphaTauri, but it's not quite close enough. Liam and Oakley, though, what are they doing? They're absolutely tooth and nail to it, but there's no space. They're giving each other no quarter, so it does look like they're going to be holding their positions, though, until they come down. So here comes now Sam Dabner in the Alfa Romeo. He's in the slipstream. He's giving the battery a little bit of a square. He's just holding up the DRS. He's pulled out of the slipstream to get some braking into turn one. Is he going to make the move on this lap when it counts? Yes, he can. He's using the battery. DRS now wide open. He's going to try and make the move, but then the Alpine's got enough front speed and holds the line there. He's pushed the Alpine wide. Great defending there from the Alpine. He uses his teammate as a good block there for him. E Oakley there, recomposing himself to get back round the track. His tyres are going to be...
No wing. Got wing damage.
Yeah, left-sided front end plate.
Yeah.
But obviously, with Sinful Chris and Mr. Flappy using each other, that has brought Sam Tabnut right into the mix of this. He is now fighting for first place. Your ERN Menage is now dropped back 2 seconds, though. So Danny right on the back of ERN Menage. He's got Zucranian behind him, Matthew behind him. Liam's going to be the next car to be formed, to be attacked. But Sam Tabnut, oh, look how close he just got there to the back of the Alpine there.
Simple pits, and so did Sam. Oh, the both Sam's trying to the undercut on Mr. Flappy.
Yeah. By all means, is this gonna work? Are they gonna be able to pull this one off? Let's find out, guys. That's all we can do. So Mr. Flappy has got to give it his all, and you can see that the way he's using his battery now. This is a qualifying lap from him. He cannot allow Sam Tabnut to get the position back on him. So there's 22 seconds between the two at the moment. It's about 22 to 25 seconds for a pit stop at Australia. So he's just on the cusp now.
Oh, Sam went a little bit deep into turn 4.
So now this is the thing now. Does Mr. Flappy respond now?
I would.
Or does he try and string it out for another couple of laps?
If he goes for another lap, he's going to get... Sam will get the undercut on him. Because, relatively speaking now, the medium tyres, like from Matthew to Wannington, should be slightly quicker than the softs now. So if I was Flappy, I would just come straight in, cover the undercut, which he's doing.
Yeah, he is doing so. At the moment it's 21.8 seconds. Right, Sinful Chris would be probably helping his teammate out a little bit there as well, giving him the DRS so that Sam Tabner does not have clean air. So here we go. He's coming up to the last 2 corners now of the track.
He's gone deep again.
Has Sinful Chris helped his team out here? And
I'll tell you what, no, I think Sam's got him, I think Sam has got him.
Oh, it's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be neck and neck as they come down into turn 1. And the Alfa Romeo's got it. He's managed to take provisional P2 of the Alpine. So the Alpine now the Alfa Romeo's in an Alpine sandwich. Can Sam Tabner cause an upset for Sinful Chris? Or can Mr. Flappy get back and take back P2? There's Quick Ted. Oh, here we go on the inside. Look at that. What a move! E Jason on the hard tyres there. Still a little bit slower from the softer runners, but he's doing very, very well. Look at Quick Ted. He's absolutely flying through him. The Ferrari has found some speed. And he's still going.
Fastest lap.
As Waddington now, so can the Aston Martins take back their positions that they lost? But we've got a William.
This is the guy that we haven't really spoke about, is Matthew. Matthew has been in this situation before where he's not had the best of qualifying. He's been lagged out the lobby a couple of times, but if I memory serves me right, I think it was Austria, where it wasn't having the best race. Sector 1, who's that? Oh, Minardi's had a moment, a spin.
Yeah.
But he found his way to P1. It was on relatively old mediums, but because of the guys fighting with each other, he kept building the gap by a tenth here, 2 tenths there, and he just kept building and building. And he had around about the same ERS that they had now, between like 75 to 80+%. And he just kept going and going and going. And a safety car come out, and it won him the race.
Bloody hell.
So it won't be surprising if Matthew is hoping for either a cheap VSC or a safety car.
Yeah. Yeah. With a nice 5-second lead there as well. He'd be prime position anytime, like, providing it hasn't got a limp round too far. Sam Tabner there with the fastest lap of the race. So Sam Tabner is not wasting time. He's trying to hunt down Sinful Chris. I will get my words out one day or another. But we have got we've got ETE Jason on these hard tyres. He's all over the back of the Aston Martin of A. Waddington, and he's making sure that Waddington's capable and honest on the upper hand of the tyres at the moment. But Jason's making these hards work for him. He's not giving him an easy time, and he is managing to hold station with him at the moment. Still sticking in the DRS zone as Minaj now takes a pit stop because he's either repairing damage or schedule stop. But yeah, ETE Jason now, he's opened up his DRS. He's going to close on the Aston Martin now as they come approaching now towards turn 13, which is Ascari. Around Stewart and then Prost. It's a good drive out of there. Can he get a better drive down on the start-finish straight? He's going to open up the DRS, but he's not using his ERS. He's not wanting to go past him quick enough. He wants to keep in the DRS of A. Waddington, because what you can see here, what's happening, guys, is that Jason is using Waddington's DRS to, one, help him save fuel, because obviously less drag, less fuel burn, and two, for the speed, without having to use ERS. So then later on, when he needs to attack, he's got the batteries and toys to play with, whereas the others haven't. And Jason there, tisk tisk tisk, speak of the devil, watch him ride on board. It's a 3-second time penalty for exceeding the track limit.
Am I seeing this right? Jason has 100% of ERS.
You are seeing that correctly.
I am seeing that correctly, you know. This is ETE Jason.
Yes.
This is,
which is now he's just squirted it now. He's just squirted it to 100. Yeah.
The Jason that went on to wet weather tyres in the dry race around Austria. Right. Okay then. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a reformed Jason.
It does look like it. He's harvesting that battery very, very well there. Whereas you can see Waddington's having to use it to defend.
Oh, who's going to do for a move? Surely not Jason. No.
No, he's going to do it here. This is the way to make him move. If you're going to make him move, opens it up.
He's going to go try and they're on the
outside. He's going to get the switch back on him. No. Oh, unlucky there from Jason.
This is the trouble where Sinful, Sam Tabner and Flappy are going to go because they know Jason could go long. They're going to be fighting, two guys fighting ahead of him, and I mean, like I said, a VSC or safety car could play in Matthew's hands here.
But also, now these two are starting to scrap.
He's lagging a little bit.
Who is?
Matthew.
Yeah.
Rubber banding just a bit.
Now that these two are scrapping of Jason and Waddington.
Oh, Sinful. Sam's going down the inside of Sinful.
Yeah, just caught that one now as they come through Ascari. Sinful loses the place to Sam Tabner, so Sam Tabner is not wasting time.
I think Sinful's going to come back at him. No, he's not.
They're even Stevens on the ERS. Oh, and Sinful Chris has gone round.
Oh no!
He hasn't got any damage though. He's into P8. Sinful Chris there. He's not going to be happy.
Let's see how he see if he can get his head back into it, you know.
Safety car can happen. 12 laps left of the race.
Sort of stuff happens anyway.
Yeah. You know, you race hard around Australia, and like if you race too hard, when it bites, it kills you. Oh my god.
Tonium's at a moment.
No, but look at this. ECE Jason. Oh no, Waddington. He makes a move down. Front line speed. Gets the move down, but then goes deep into turn 13, and then Waddington gets a position back. But this is also now brought Sam Tabner into this battle. So now Sam Tabner, this is now a three-way scrap for P4.
Yes, because it was down the inside. It's gone deep again though.
Oh no! And that's hurt the McLaren. That's hurt. Oh no, that's hurt Sam. Sam's
gone.
Yeah, Sam got wing damage from that, from the incident.
I told you, safety car.
Yeah, no. Obviously with Sam Tabner and was it Sinful Chris? No, it wasn't Sinful Chris. Yeah, I had a bit of a wobble there.
I'm just wondering whether Jason's car clipped Sam Tabner's.
I think it did.
Oh, Sam's going to be gutted now. I think this is like the third time that he's been in a situation for a possible win. And he's DNF'd.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's horrible when that happens in Formula One. I do feel sorry for anyone, obviously, if that happens to, because it is just a kick in the gut.
Yes, it is, yeah.
And that's the only way I could put it. It is a kick in the gut.
Oh, Flappy stays out.
Flappy could probably go to the end.
Oh, he'll definitely be able to get to the end, but he's going to have Matthew on fresh softs right behind him. I just don't know how Flappy will be able to keep Matthew behind him, to be honest with you. I'm surprised he's Sinful didn't come in for the softs.
Yeah, but maybe he's trying to stick to strategy. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't think that the softer tyres can go to the end of the race. Maybe he thinks he's got to do another pit stop for him. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the soft will easily get to the end, even if there's minimal wear on a used tyres, and they'll easily get to the end. But fresh, definitely. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Matthew knows that Flappy ain't exactly slow, so he's going to have his work cut out to get by him.
Yeah.
As well as Matthew has to be wary of Sinful because even though they're on a different compound, you know, it's going to have to Flappy could box Matthew in to give Sinful a possible overtake, and they'll just use each other in the DRS.
Yeah, that's what they really can do.
What will we see?
Sam, you have been asked 3 times now. I am putting you on a cooldown. Okay, so we're behind the safety car, guys, on lap 20 out of 29. So in the lead at the moment is Mr. Flappy. Hang on, we were at this situation last week.
We did.
Matthew right behind him on the fresher softer tyres there in the Red Bull, and then got Sinful Chris in P3. Obviously, Sinful Chris having that earlier spin earlier and managed to come back up to P3, so he's probably thanking his stars. Easy Liam there in P4, Ferrari in P5 with Quick Ted, A Waddington in P6, Dunny in P7, ETE Jason is up to P8, and now on soft tyres. Excuse me. And then you've got Zicronium in 9th, TIR in 10th, Minaj in 11th, and ETE Oakley in 12th. So 3 retirements out of the 15 cars that started today's race. So far on the percentage wise for starts finish, it's pretty high. Right there. We wait for the wonderful message.
It could be a late one because Oakley's just
now coming
to the
in.
Tail end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. There it is. Now, what does Flappy do? Does he back Matthew up right into Sinful so Sinful could get a good run at him?
Yeah, that's the question now. Are the 2 Alpine drivers in the same party? Are they working together? Or if anyone had any sense, you would think they would do. Yeah, look how look how Flappy is backing this right up. Oh, he's done a Valtteri Bottas a little bit.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. But Matthew hasn't been caught napping there. He's weaving. He's trying to break the slipstream. But Sinful Chris is going to have ET Lim on the inside. Quick Dead on the outside of ET Lim. I'm losing the names here. But round side by side, there's ET Jason and the McLaren of Danny. And then you got Zucronium in the house. They're about to go 3 wide into turn 4. And they're going to make a move. Cracking stuff there for the McLaren. The McLaren manages to hold on to P7. There's DTE Jason in P8. But then Zicronium. Look, basically, the Williams is humping the McLaren around that corner. There is action absolutely everywhere around this track, guys. We have got ETE Liam got a little bit wide there, and he's lost the position to the Ferrari of Quick Dead. So Quick Dead down to P4. A Waddington's then got caught out there and gone back down there. But then on the outside, as they come up to times 11 and 12, goes the McLaren of Danny. Matthew now getting past Mr. Flappy on the outside. What a move from the Red Bull! The Red Bull goes round the outside of Ascari corner and takes the lead. So Matthew now into the lead, and he's got to pull away from these softer runners, which he's trying to do. Mr. Flappy is going to try his utmost best to try and get that back off him, to try and help his teammate there, with the 2 Alpines there running second and third. Is this enough for Sinful Chris to take the title? But Quick Dead is right behind Sinful Chris. He's on the soft tyres. He's going for the switchback, but doesn't quite pull it off this time. As the Ferrari of Quick Dead there is right on the, is still on the, clambering all over the back of the Alpine of Sinful Chris. They are trying to get past. Sinful Chris is trying to survive through this. The softer tyres are going to be so aggressive. He might just have to concede and hope that he can just keep going and going and going. Oh! Why does Siri decide to start a track on my phone? But then in Quick Dead, around the outside of Ascari corner, doesn't quite get it done. No, he's got a... Yeah, very good fending there from Sinful Chris there. Puts the car in the right position. But then you've got Matthew, who's absolutely just basically, and excuse my French here, fucked off with 1.8 seconds on lap 22 there. So, and here we go.
He certainly has.
DRS is now enabled. Sinful Chris there, you can see he's squeezing his ERS button there as the Ferrari is clambering all over the back of the Alpine. Now the Alpine is under pressure. They're both using the ERS, but no one's got DRS at the moment. So Quick Dead around the inside of turn 3, the softer tyres, and then turn 4. Turn 5, sorry. Very absolute cracking moves there from the Ferrari driver. We can see the Ferrari driver. He can smell a podium place there. And if he can get past Quick Dead, if Quick Dead can get past Sinful Chris quick enough, he could probably snatch P2 off of the other Alpine and get P2. And there's an AlphaTauri gone round of ETE of Tavio and Menage.
Oh dear, oh, he's got wing damage as well.
So
this
right now,
going to hurt
Sinful
Quedeca now.
You are?
This is what's going to hurt Quedeca now because Sinful's in the DRS of
Chris. Yeah,
Flappy.
Yeah, Chris has got the DRS on Mr. Flappy, but obviously Quick Dead has got more ERS to play with, so he can expand more to try and get past. But he's not going to try and do it this one. He thinks better of it because he knows that if he doesn't get if he gets past him, Chris is going to come back at him. So in the Alpine now, he's right on the Jaxi. The Ferrari is coming from light speed. But then Mr. Flappy there. Look at these two Alpines working together. Blocks the road so that Sinful Chris cannot be passed, but within legal. But then Sinful Chris is not doing anything wrong because he's holding his station. Clever tactics there from the two Alpine drivers.
Yeah. Oh, Quedeca's just got a penalty. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that.
No,
that
he
was
wouldn't.
A bit of a soft one, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so Quedeca, here he comes on the inside. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to do it on the inside. But is he going to have DRS to defend with? And he does! He is not wasting time, that Ferrari driver. Oh, he's trying to look at him in the Ascari corner then, but no, he thinks better of it. Look at this Ferrari clambering all over the back of the other Alpine already. He wants past. He's like, get out of my way. You're too slow for me. Let me apply my DRS, my ERS, and kaboom! Let's get this overtake done.
And here comes Liam. Liam, down the inside. Careful, Liam, careful.
Good move there. A little bit bumpy. It's Rubbin is racing though, guys. But there we go. So as you can see there, ETE Liam is there.
Oh, he's gone deep though. He's gone deep.
Very deep. They're free wide! Free wide!
Oh no.
Oh no! Sinful Chris!
He's just been tapped. I think he got tapped from behind. Oh, Waddington's out. Safety car. not sure. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Hmm. Wow. Your name's Mr. Flappy. What are you gonna do? Your name is Sinful Chris. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna get in and box for softs? Are the rest of the grid gonna put on another fresh set of softs to fend the fresher softs? Is the pit lane about to become a hive of opportunity? So, Mr. Flappy is in the box. Chris is definitely coming in because he's got no front wing.
Yes. I mean, it's not over for Sinful. I mean, the guys that have got penalties, he still could jump a good few positions. So,
Okay. So, we're probably going to have another lap behind the safety car. As the rest of the grid. Or we might actually get it called in late. To have 3 laps of racing. Let's go on a motor race. And it doesn't look like it that we are going to see the safety car. I think
he's going to go around for another lap.
Yeah.
It's basically what's going to happen last night.
Last 2 lap dash. So, let's have a look at this late safety car. Who is it going to affect the most? Well, E.T. Liam, you can say goodbye to P4, quite frankly. 12 seconds. Oakley there with 3 seconds. And TIR Ant with 9 seconds. E.T. Jason with 9 seconds. So, these 3 drivers are going to be the biggest losers at the end of the race. They are in for a shocker. Right, okay, so penalties back to tyre. Well, we don't need that anymore because we basically know that everyone apart from ETE Oakley are on softs. Okay, so Quick Ahead is in P2 with that time penalty. You got Danny in P3, who probably is going to elevate to P2. Now Matthew. Now what is going to be interesting is, because obviously you've got 2 drivers out here with 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers with brand new softs. So Matthew's warming up his tyres, using as much of the track as he can. He got quick, and Danny gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. How'd you do that? We love Codemasters, we do. And the Red Bull has got underway very, very quickly there as we get things underway. He is not leaving anything to chance. He is using as much as everything he can. He's using all his tools. He's using his ERS. He's using everything part of the track. But the Ferrari's picked up a slight bit of slipstream behind him and not been caught napping. So he's going to try and gain in on this Red Bull now. But you got Danny there who's dropped back the position there as well. Sinful Chris there now. Look at that. There's Mr. Flappy and Easy Oakley go side by side there. Here comes TIR Ant as well in the Mr. things there, because Easy Oakley on medium tyres is now going to start to struggle like anything between these two, and he's basically got to learn TIR. But a little bit of a shortcut there, mate. You're not going to get away with that one. Sinful Chris there into P8 there, though, at the moment. With ETE Jason in P9. With these softer tyres, you've got cars absolutely flying everywhere. Left, right and centre. He's got to tread very, very carefully as TIR takes the Aston Martin around Clark. Tries to go on the inside before turn 11 on Oakley. Oh, gets caught napping, gets caught short there. Opens up his ERS button. He's using as much throttle as he can. He's trying to pull the slipstream on him. Oakley's got the inside line covered for Ascari. And what great defending there from ETE Oakley. He's holding up Sinful Chris left, right and centre. But Sinful Chris now makes a late move into the cross corner. He's going to get the move done. He gets it side by side. But around the inside, around last the corner. Yes, he does. He gets it done. He's up to P7. But then we've got a three-way battle there coming down between E.T. Oakley, Zucronium and Jason. Who's going to come off the winner there? E.T. Oakley is ahead, but Zucronium is going to be right behind him on fresher tyres and using his ERS. Will he get past him? Oh, there's contact! There's contact! Sinful Chris there picked.
Just got a penalty.
Yeah. So Mr. Flappy there is the only one without a penalty, so he looks like he could be elevating up to P2 or P3, maybe. I don't know. But then here we go. He's not really, well, like you say earlier on, he didn't have a great qualifier.
Oh, Jace, no. Oh, you...
Clip it, mate. He's not had much to talk about the race so far. He didn't have a great qualifying session, but he has played this to absolute perfection. It's a Red Bull dream come true for Matthew 7034 as he takes the last two corners now. He is absolutely elated. Perfect strategy. Called the safety car. Spot on. He comes down the start-finish line. He takes their checkered flag and wins the Australian Grand Prix. You've got Quick Date in second. Mr. Flappy in third. Sinful Chris up to P4. Danny into P5. ETE Oakley P6. Liam in 7th, Jason in 8th, TR in 9th, and Zucronium comes across the line in 10th. And there we go, guys. Red Bull, Ferrari, Alpine, podium. Okay, you mathematical boffins out there, can you let me know if I have, we do have a Division 2 champion, or have we got another week to wait? Because if we have, it'd be nice to add him into this party as well to congratulate him, of course. So there we go, guys. There is your results for today. Provisional pending penalties, of course. You got Matthew 7034 who takes the victory. Quick Dead in second. Third, Mr. Flappy. Sinful Chris in fourth. Danny 91 in fifth. ETE Oakley in sixth. Seventh goes ETE Liam. Eighth, ETE Jason. Ninth, Zuclonium. 10th, TRN 91. And your DNFs for this evening: A Waddington, ERN Minaj, Sam Tabner, ETE Murder, and ETSR Badders.
Is Sinful confirmed champion?
I don't know. I'm trying to find the boffins of the mathematicals because I can't do this. I love it when it takes forever to communicate with online servers. I really do. Have we got the Ferrari driver coming in?
I did send him an invite.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Mr. Flappy, you good at maths?
Nah, but he's not winning.
Pardon?
Chris is not winning, so all good.
He's not winning, so he hasn't won the championship tonight.
I don't think so. He needed to outscore me with 20 or 15 points.
But you outscored him, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week.
So, the championship survives the battle for another week, guys. Oh, this is going to heat up. Can Mr. Flappy snatch it from his teammate with the consistency that he is showing? Or will Chris be able to sort it out? So, I don't think we're going to have the Ferrari driver coming in, are we?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, then. Fine, my friend. Which position would you like to interview this week?
I'll do Mr. Flapper.
You'll do Mr. Flappy?
The race winner.
Okie
Yeah.
dokie.
Not literally, but yeah, I'll
Well,
interview him.
if he's into that sort of thing. Providing he's over 18, of course. Before I trip myself up here.
Well, you've done it again, Flappet. You've done it again. Kept the championship alive and kicking for at least for another race. Another solid qualifying, as we saw. Always keeping it clean, judging your moves. Just give us your quick thoughts on it, really.
The beginning was easy, I would say. Keeping the pace with Chris, easy. But then at the end, we made a wrong call with the safety car to stay on the medium. Yeah, it was easy. Just missed out on the win, but it is what you get. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you'll probably be disappointed not to potentially get the race win. But still, you know, you've kept this championship alive. You fought hard to make sure you're trying your best to take it all the way to the last race. Obviously, we've got Jeddah next week. How are you feeling for that track at this precise moment? If you've done any sort of TT around there?
Yeah, I did. Many except. But it's easier track to keep someone behind, if you know what I mean.
I think I know exactly what he means there, because doing TTs myself around Jeddah, it does not look like it's going to be an easy overtaker.
Nah, you know, last week my mind changed about the championship maybe a little bit, so I'm gonna keep fighting for it. So Jeddah's a nice circuit.
Ooh, fighting talk there. Told he'd get the bug. Getting that race victory last week has changed your tone.
Yeah, I mean, on your, like, if you had to give your honest opinion, if you Flappy, like I said, you've been ultra consistent throughout the season. Consistent podiums. If you hadn't won last week, would you basically would have thought, you know what, I'm just going to help my teammate to try and seal the deal? But now, because you have won this weekend, you've outscored him again this tonight. Are you thinking, right, let's try and take this all the way to Abu Dhabi?
I'm hoping, but throughout the whole race this week, I was already talking to him like, let's go, let's make a gap from P3, let's go build some But he said, "Go fight for it, man. Come on. It would be nice for the stream." But I said, "No, no."
I mean, I must admit.
Why
throughout
am
the
I being
season,
invaded
I
by
think,
you, Rogue?
No,
Hello, AJ. How
no,
are you?
like disrespect.
I'm
to
streaming,
the other
Rogue.
drivers.
Oh.
But I think the Alpine team, I've had a really decent team this season.
Yeah.
Consolidating the constructors, apart from obviously Division 3, but overall, Alpine have been on top throughout the leaderboard. But yeah, mate, I mean, hopefully we'll be taking this all the way to Abu Dhabi. I mean, I think Sinful's hoping that he can stay composed, you know, which he's done throughout the season. You know, the guy doesn't really get phased by much.
No, he doesn't.
So, but like I said, mate, GG, and looking forward to Jeddah next week. Really looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too.
Excellent.
Let's hope outscoring him again.
You never know,
Maybe,
and there's
maybe,
only
if not a victory.
and then only one way to find out, and that's to turn up for next week's race and for the viewers to tune in. So over to our race winner, Matthew. Congratulations on the victory. Timed it absolutely perfectly there with the safety car going in for your pit stop and everything. Tell us your thoughts and tribulations about your race.
Well, I didn't really have much time to practice at all, so I just kind of hopped on, grabbed a setup and went.
Mm-hmm.
I had throttle pull issues where I couldn't even keep the throttle down to 100 at the entire race. So I was just trying to manage that. But after the disconnect, it was just cruising, just keeping up with the softs on the mediums after the safety car. And the second safety car came out, and I was a bit annoyed because I thought they might pit, like Flappy and Chris, and they might be able to keep up, but they didn't pit. So I was like, oh, this is fun, and just went away and just cruised. It just felt like a Sunday drive. Didn't really see many people on track.
Yeah. So obviously with that race victory and everything that's coming through and everything, obviously you're not in contention for the championship or anything like that. So is it just like one to scratch off on the win list? Have you won at Australia before, or is it the first time you've won at Australia?
I've won at Australia before. It's a good track for me, but I've got some terrible tracks coming up. I think that puts me ahead of Jason now in the standings anyway.
Okay, so moving on to next week then, Jeddah. Obviously, a lot of people whacked onto time trials when this track first was released to us. How are you feeling about it?
It is my worst track by a long shot.
So not looking forward to next week at all?
I think I'll be fighting for a top 10. Maximum.
Okay. Well, guys, that is it for this week for TIR. Tune in tomorrow where the 5,000 word a minute Scouser brings you Division 1. Obviously, Championship is decided in that tier as well, so it's just a full-out shootout race for those guys, but I'm sure it will provide good battles and good racing for everyone. We'll be back next week, myself and Fishy Fingers Cod, for Division 2's around Jeddah. Now, can Mr. Flappy take this championship onto another round? Or can Sinful Chris actually put his big boy pants on and finish the season? Tune in next week to find out, guys. But until then, it's good night from Sato861. Good night from Godzilla. Good night from all our podium. Ciao, ciao for now.